I'm back. Road Rants for Black and White Sports, and we've got a few things to unpack in regards to sports television ratings. We're going to talk about NASCAR. We're going to talk about the NBA. Neither one of them are faring so well. Okay, as we know, both of those entities, sports entities, have decided to jump on the social justice Black Lives Marxist train. The NBA's got the Black Lives Marxist letters all the way across the court. Now, look, I would be remiss to tell you, the NBA in the bubble on television, the very first night it started, I stopped on there long enough to see the Black Lives Marxist lettering. I wanted to see what it looks like. It looks really good. It does. So that tells you something. The look in the bubble looks really cool, but nobody's watching. You popped it on there, you're like, damn, they got the bubble set up real cool. It's real cool the way they got the court and the chairs off the court. But then, bam, Black Lives Matter all the way across the court. And the NBA ratings are suffering. Now, and we'll get to the numbers on that, NASCAR's TV ratings. NASCAR TV ratings are dropping amid stiff competition from the NBA and the NHL. Well, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. I thought everybody, all the new SJWs were on the NASCAR train. Oh, I'm sorry. When the NBA sucking China came back, your SJW fans left you, NASCAR. Oh, and that's what happens when you start sleeping with the SJWs. They rush to support something initially, but then you alienated your core fan base because of this sumbitch right here and his Black Lives Marxist car and his rope garage pool hoax. And yeah, NASCAR and Bubba are in bed. We're in bed on something, sleeping together. Their ratings last week, 2.2 million. That was down 600,000 for the same race from a year. Your core fan base. Ha! Yeah, where are those SJWs at? That tells you right there, NASCAR is going to miss that money because this is all about television contracts later. It is. When they go to renew, the networks are going to be like, oh, y'all are down. Y'all are down 20-something% or whatever. And they're going to want that money to not be so up there. Let's talk about the NBA right quick. Oh, and I also had another theory with NASCAR. Remember the ratings took this bump after the Black Lives Marxist thing came out? And Bubba Wallace, all these SJWs came in. NASCAR said, oh, the ratings held. You were the only show in town. The only way to get a true judgment of NASCAR's ratings is versus the other sports when they're back. You were the only show in town. You had nothing going on. Again, your new fan base are NBA fans. And they bailed on you. A lot of them bailed on you. Yeah. So, way to go. NASCAR, you shit the bed. Supporting Bubba Wallace. You shit the bed. Now, NBA. In other action, ESPN averaged a 1.1 and a 1.80. Raptors-Lakers last Saturday night. A 1.1 and a 1.72 on the Rockets-Mavericks on Friday night. Both above the network's pre-hiatus average of 1.5. Now, it said ratings were already suffering prior to hiatus in March, according to a late February report. National television viewership for NBA games had nosedived 12% since the end of 2018-2019. At the same time, the ABC ratings were down a whopping 16%, and that network that carries the finals, ABC, was hurt by those numbers including the Christmas numbers. TNT's viewership is down overall 13%. ESPN is down 10%. And here's the thing. Colin Cowherd, I'm going to address you right fast. The other day, Colin Cowherd, who has decided to go ultra woke, interesting, because Cowherd's always sort of leaned conservative. But considering where he grew up, it was only a matter of time. He said the NBA doesn't need conservatives. Interesting. So I did some research, and I found that 2 out of every 10 NBA fans were Republicans. Oh, what? And look, on the surface, you say 2 out of 10, that would be 200,000 out of every 1 million. A little more significant now. So, no problem, NBA. You hitched your wagon to China. You hitched your wagon to Black Lives Marxist. So, fine. Get ready. Shave 20% off your salary cap because you're missing those dollar bills, yo. Look, and you think conservatives don't buy merchandise? Co-owner of this channel is a massive Rockets fan. John Matrix, a huge Rockets fan. He won't watch them. And he's sad that he can't watch them. He is. But the NBA's alienated fans. And that's the point. In business, you should never alienate anybody. Now, let's get to Major League Baseball. Because this is so funny. On July 24th, ESPN's coverage of Major League Baseball's opening day featured a marquee primetime matchup of the Nationals and the Yankees. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a huge Yankees fan. If I took some of these little things off the screen here, I've got a big canvas of the Yankees with Mickey Mantle on it. The game drew an average of 4.005 million. Here's what's interesting. But Fox's Hannity and Tucker Carlson tonight both beat the big game in ratings. Hannity was in first place at 4.340 million. Tucker Carlson with a 4.016 million. That's right. So, that tells you, and it is amazing to me, that Major League Baseball has allowed any of these players to actually kneel. Because I got to thinking the other day, I don't know a single Democrat that watches Major League Baseball. I'm sure they exist. Sure. I'm not going to be naive to say they don't. But every single baseball fan I know here in Texas, a lot of Ranger fans down here, by the way, every single one of them I know are very conservative. Very. And not a single one supports Black Lives Matter. Not a single one supports that organization. Interesting. Got beat by a conservative-leaning news channel. That's all you need to know. Yankees, Nationals, prime time. You think these social justice initiatives by these sports leagues don't affect their bottom line? It's strange because at the end of the day, all these sports leagues are what? They are in business. Businesses should be in business to make maximum profit, maximum money potential. You hitch your wagon to what? Look, and if you're a big Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Marxist fan, you come through here, and yeah, they'll come through here. Understand something. Conservatives know it's a Marxist organization. So 5 out of 10 people in the country are completely out on your movement. We're just not being super vocal, but we will certainly be very vocal on election night. Subscribe to Black and White Sports. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.